I'm getting that queued up. How is everyone doing? How was your how was your PTU Polaris and maybe not just Polaris, Firebird, Ursa Red, MPUV T1, is that what it's called? Let's see here. Oops, sorry. What did everyone think of the ships so far that look like are going to be the stars of the show come ILW? I'd be interested in hearing what people think. I think ultimately too, sorry everyone, bear with me. I'm just getting a couple things set up here. I'm going to switch over to my other window real quick. As you can see, we are going to be talking about the Polaris. I'm just getting a new media source set up here. Okay, that's it. So we'll turn that off for now. This is what happens when you're not quite ready. But what's everyone think of the current kind of roster of ships that we're probably going to see? That's correct, Bernard. You can't go inside the ship yet. I wouldn't worry too much about that. It does. I don't think that's any sort of sign that like they haven't started on the interior or anything. There's been many updates on the monthly reports and stuff that said that certain parts of the ship are interior are already in gray box. Some are in like final art. So the interior is moving along really well. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be shocked if we get to see some of the interior in like an Inside Star Citizen, maybe possibly next week. We'll see. Jonas, hello. Hope you're well. Greetings to you in Germany. Citizen Ninja just saw the Polaris in the convention hall. Look great. I agree. Mud Dog says I'm expecting at least one or two more surprises, maybe. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I do think we're due to get a new concept, right? That was even mentioned in the Invictus launch week kind of, the sort of like preview page where they sort of mentioned that. I don't really know where that will sit. If I had to guess, it's probably going to, well, I don't know. If I had to guess, it's probably going to be a medium, like a medium to large concept. I'm actually thinking more medium, to be totally honest with you. Real quick though, before we get into all the 3D stuff, I'm going to switch over to my Invictus Hall video. Now this is from day one of the PTU. You will notice the video is pretty stuttery, and that's just because the PTU was not working very well at the time. So I did my best. You will see the videos freeze every now and then, but you can see here, if you haven't been on PTU and went to the RSI day testing hall, then you're in for a treat. I got there maybe 10 minutes while it was still active, and then it switched to Crusader on me. I know a lot of people have been trying to go see it, but every time they go, it's a different ship day. Just hang in there. It'll always cycle back to Crusader day, or sorry, RSI day. My dog says, I don't think they want to do any more large ships for a while, at least until everything concept is now complete. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you partially, Mud Dog. I don't think they're going to do any like monster capitals. Like, for example, I don't think we're going to see any more Idris or Kraken sized ships for a while, because not only do they need to catch up on those, I think by and large they want to slow down the amount of big capitals they're doing, right? Thank you for the follow, Berserker. Appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with us. But what I do think we'll see more and more of, Mud Dog, are more of that sweet spot, kind of 100 to 140 meter ship. So still big. If you want to call it subcapital, I guess it'd be pretty accurate. But ships like the Perseus, the Arastra, the Odyssey, which I know the Odyssey is about 150 meters. I think we're going to see a lot of ships in those ranges when they're talking about big ships. For those of you that have ever talked to me before about big ships, I am a firm believer that I think the Javelin is the biggest ship we'll be able to play or purchase. I really do. I don't think they're going to go beyond that. I know a lot of people think that the Orion or the Endeavor are going to grow larger than that. I don't think that's the case. For one, I don't think there's any reason for them to grow larger. This here. Jason Frost says, yeah, fortunately, the Polaris didn't get the Carrick or MSR treatment. Yeah, I've heard a couple people say that. Jason, elaborate. I'd love to know what your thoughts are there. Stuicus says Grim likes big ships and he can't deny that's true. I hear you. So you want to know why I like big ships? Here's why I like big ships. Well, for one, Drew, hopefully I'm saying that right. Thank you for the follow, sending the javelin. Speaking of big ships, sending that flying over my head. The reason I like big ships is not because it's a big ship. That's all great. But for those of you that know my good buddy and fellow StarJump founder, StarJump Ender, I'm big into roleplay. I'm big into RP. And not just like, Lord Xavius style RP. I like the immersiveness of any game, whether it's Arma 3 and doing a milsim unit, playing WoW and being in an actual RP guild, whatever. I like to be fully immersed in a game. I don't play a lot of games. I play a few games, but I play them deeply, right? Like I'm fully committed. So for me, I need I need like a full immersion kind of factor in anything I'm playing. And a lot of times that has to be the world that surrounds you, right? And with Star Citizen, ships do that almost better than anything, right? They said it best in the Carrick commercial where they say Carrick is home, right? These ships sort of become your world, right? They're these microcosm worlds. So the bigger the ship is, the bigger you can get lost in that world. The more roles that ship requires, the more opportunities there are for that role play. So that's kind of the reason I like them. I feel like there's more flexibility to sort of to build your own story, so to speak, right? Whereas flying a single seat ship, and there's nothing wrong with that. I own plenty of single seat ships. I think you're a little bit more beholden to the world CIG is set up for you, right? Does that make sense? That's kind of the idea. It's not just that like I love big ships for no other reason than they're big. It's that the promise of what they can and possibly will offer, right? That's kind of what it is. Let's see here. Still need a big Xeon ship. Raylan isn't quite that kind of size. Well, we know we're going to see some big Xeon ships in Squadron 42. We saw one in the trailer, so that'll be exciting. Let's see here. And sorry if I missed questions, everyone. Chroniclism says, what do you think about the new medical changes? Any medbed can respawn now. So why don't we go ahead and get that out of the way, right? Because I know that's like the big thing right now. Oh, there's Angry PC Tech doing some great work for StarJump as we speak. Thank you so much, Angry. I can't wait to show off some of the stuff, but some of the stuff is a surprise, but doing some great work for us. Let's go ahead and talk about the medical stuff. So I'm a little concerned. I won't lie. I'm a little concerned. Not because I think the current, like the 3-2-2 medical gameplay is great. I think it needs a lot of work. But I don't think the allowing all medical beds to respawn is the right solution long term. If this is a temporary thing because they want 3-2-3 to like bring in players and they want 4.0 to bring in players, which I'm sure they are, and they kind of want to build more of a player base before Squadron 42 launches, I'm fine with it. I really am. And yeah, Mike Lansing says it's only temporary. They mentioned that in the notes, and that's true. But what I think concerns me about this, even from a temporary standpoint, is this indicative of a direction they're heading, right? I think that's where the concern lies, Mike. I don't want to draw too many conclusions yet. I don't love this idea or this temporary fix they're doing, but I'm not going to crap on it too hard because I know it's temporary. What we need to hear what the long-term vision for medical gameplay, Death of a Spaceman, medical beds, and medical ships. Okay? Those are all part of an ecosystem. Oh, and actor status tier 2. Those are all part of an ecosystem that work together. You can't just pick one of those things out and say, what's happening with medical? Or medical's dead. We really need to know all those other gameplay loops because they play an integral role in it. So I guess that's where I'm currently sitting. I'm concerned, but I have faith in CIG that they will get it on the right path. Okay, just like with medical, just like with master modes, which I actually enjoy. I don't want to freak out about them. Okay, this is a change they're going to try. It may work, it may not. We'll see. I do wish they had talked about it, not just as like a random patch note. And you can see they're trying to like catch up now by making Spectrum posts. I wish they would have talked about it and brought it up in a different way, but that's kind of where I'm going right now. John Flick says, was the one talking about Zeus not fitting into the Polaris. Oh, okay, yes. So yeah, the Zeus does not fit in the Polaris. Okay, let's see here. Real quick, a couple things to get off the top of my head before we go any further. I just want to point out and remind everyone, like I did the other night, that Star Jump Ender is doing a charity event. He has a Tiltify link that I'm sure if he's in chat right now, he would not mind posting down in the chat. Tiltify link, taking donations for St. Jude Play Live. He's a big proponent of St. Jude Play Live, has done some absolutely fantastic work on behalf of Star Jump for the St. Jude Play Live stuff. He's raised an incredible amount of money. I couldn't be more proud of him. He is taking donations on his Tiltify. This money does not come to us, doesn't come to me, doesn't come to Ender, doesn't come to Star Jump. It goes strictly to St. Jude to help sick kids and their families who are struggling through what's got to be the worst nightmare anyone could ever experience. So I implore everyone to go over there and donate to his Tiltify if you can. It could be $1, it could be $5, whatever. I know that those families would appreciate it. So I see it during chat. Maybe he can post up that Tiltify link here if he gets a moment. He is working right now, so let's be patient with him. After that, I do want to bring up, and I'm going to have to pop it up here. I am streaming to both YouTube and Twitch, so bear with me for a minute. Kind of juggling a few things. I'm going to bring up, bear with me. Okay, let me shrink this down. Okay, there's one picture I need, but I need another one. Stand by. That's not it. That's not it. Where's my other image? Here it is. Here it is. Okay, cool. Here we go. All right, you're going to see me disappear for a minute. I'm sure you're all celebrating that. Bear with me a second. Okay, now I'm just going to group these. Can I group selected items? Okay, and that is grouped. I'm going to drag this now under me so you can see my face once again. Not sure if you want to, but that's what we're doing. There we go. I will be doing a contest every time I stream during Invictus Launch Week, where I give away one of these posters here, this Invictus Launch Week poster. It's a little big, isn't it? Let's see if I can shrink it down a tad. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll tell you all how to enter that here when I start the poster giveaway in just a little bit, so bear with me on that. I saw a question up here I wanted to get to. Has the issue that, rumors are saying the Polaris has size 9 torps currently been addressed? Will it get size 10 in the future, or has it been nerfed and is 5 retaliators? I don't know what the last part of that is, Future Flash, but I can answer the size 9 torps thing. So all this information that came out on the Polaris, it includes its weapon and armament, its torpedoes, its size, all that stuff is based on an XML file that the leakers data mine, or the data miners data mined, but that XML file has errors in it. They almost always do on ships at this stage. So you should not read into that. 100% the ship is going to probably get size 10s. I wouldn't worry about that. The same XML file said that the ship is 181 meters not long. It is not 180 meters long. I can show you that here in a minute. The ship comes in exactly at 165.7 meters long. So it is not 181 meters. That's why we did not put it in Fleet Viewer at 181 meters. Real quick, let me set up the giveaway because I see some people entering exclamation ticket. Let me go ahead and enter that. So if you're on YouTube, you will be able to win a poster as well. There's a separate type of giveaway for that, and I'll show you how to do that. Sassy, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Let me see here. Okay. Okay. So the giveaway is active for Twitch. Okay. You can do exclamation ticket or exclamation ticket tickets with an S to enter. You need 20 channel points. You can follow the channel if you need to. But that's the poster right there. Really cool Fleet Viewer poster with the Polaris full big screen poster. Now, again, I do not sell these. If that was going to be a question you're asked, I'm not allowed to sell them. CIG rules. So I like to respect them on that. But if you're on Twitch, all you got to do is do exclamation ticket. It'll automatically get your tickets to get bought into the contest. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to set that up now. You're going to do something a little different. Okay, let me go to. Bear with me a second. Bear with me. This will take just a second. If you're on YouTube, there's a little bit of a different process, and I'm going to show you what that process is. It's very easy. Very, very easy. Okay. If you're on YouTube, you are going to go to Okay, if you're on YouTube, I have pinned a link at the top of the chat. It's a link to my Starship or Star Jump Shipyard Crucible video. You'll just leave a comment in there, and in the comment you will say the word Invictus. You can also say something nice if you want to, but leave the word Invictus and I will pull a random comment, and that's how we'll select the YouTube winner. So you can enter 2 times. You can enter on Twitch, enter on YouTube if you want, but I'll give away 2 posters essentially. That's how we do that. I will leave that link pinned to the top of the YouTube chat. Okay. All right. Let's go back. Oh, I see Execute in chat. Hey, Execute. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you are well. Missed you the other night, but I hope you are doing well. I watched your video today on the ships of ILW. Really great video as always. Everyone, if you don't go watch any, if you haven't looked into any of the Info Runner stuff, which I don't know why you would, they're bigger than us, definitely go over to the Info Runners channel over on YouTube. Just type Info Runners, Execute and Algera, do some absolutely fantastic ship videos over there. They were one of the early supporters of Star Jump. Execute in particular, really trying to prop us up back when we didn't have many followers also. So really appreciate you, Execute. But definitely go give Info Runners a little bit of love on their channel if you can. All right, we're going to talk a little bit more about the Polaris, okay? And if you have a question, feel free to do a question in brackets, capitals, and I'll try to grab it. I might miss it. I do not have a fancy bot like Info Runners do. Oh, sending the javelin overhead. Thank you so much, Max Skinny, for the follow. I really appreciate that. But maybe Execute one day will be super nice to me and give me a bot that pulls questions. Just put you on the spot. All right, so we're going to talk about the Polaris. We're going to switch over to Cinema 4D. There we go. We are back over on Cinema 4D. Here we go. All right. Make sure I'm set up. Okay, cool. Thank you so much. Getting a few follows. Really appreciate that, everyone. Chronoclism, Kidding Man, Unread. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Everyone, do not forget to go over to the Tiltify link and donate if you can. I'm sure Ender will post that Tiltify link here pretty soon. I need to grab it and put it on my notepad so that I can be posting it. Okay. Max Skinny says, Star Jump Grand, when you guys going to do another cinematic? I want to do one soon. I'll talk about that for a minute, Mac. I did start working on a new cinematic a while back. And it, what's it? And anyways, I was trying to take a different approach to it. I was actually using Unreal 4 and Cinema and Blender kind of combined. I was doing some different things. It was coming out really good, but then I stopped to do different types of content. So I'm thinking of unpausing at some point. Surprised you're not in game and looking at this, Starjump Grim. Execute. Are you talking about the Polaris? I did see the Polaris in game. Here's video of that. I did see it the other day. This video is a little stuttery, but I did go in there and look at the Polaris from every angle. Took a lot of video and pictures. It's an absolutely monster ship. It was really cool actually to see it in person. It was just kind of one of those moments, you know, when you see it. The Polaris is specifically because it's like the Bennu Merchantman or the Endeavor or something. It's just one of these old ships, and you kind of get it in your head that you're never going to see it, right? You sort of you get bought into that, and you sort of think that you'll never see the ship, and then when you finally see it, you're like, oh shit, there she is. So yeah, she is thick. She is thick, but it's always weird seeing it from that in-game field of view, that first-person field of view. It just makes everything seem so monstrous. It gives you a sense of that scale, though. Ender says we're eventually working on our machinima again. Yes, we want to get back to that. Definitely want to get back to the machinima. Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so first things first. Let me switch off this. We'll go back to our main screen here. We can talk a little bit more about the Endeavor. Any specific thing you want to look at closely, let me know. Again, we do have the full ship here, so we can look at, zoom in, all that kind of good stuff. Now, I have the ship in two different formats. I have it in Cinema 4D, which you're seeing now, and I have it in Blender. Now, the Blender one looks more game accurate because the textures are all native, and the one in Cinema 4D doesn't look exactly game accurate from a texture standpoint, but it's easier to navigate and easier to isolate and stuff like that. So I see a question here. Eduardo asked, the first question, is that a ramp in front of the front landing gear? Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. We're going to go underneath and looking like this. You're talking about this right here, this piece. And you're asking, is it a ramp? Because it looks like it curves down. It kind of looks like this would open up, right, into a ramp. I totally get that. It's not a ramp. It's just a piece of the ship. When you click on it, it's actually just part of the hull. It's called the neck front underside is what that... did I say something wrong? What did I say? Either way, yeah, we're talking about Polaris here. But yes, it's not a ramp. It's just greeble. It's just geometry. The difference is when you click on one of the side doors, like over here, it's actually called Polaris Cargo Door Left. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, that is not a ramp. That is not a ramp. Zarek Master says, Starjump Grim, did we manage to confirm whether or not the ramps are mirrored? Yes, we did confirm that. They are definitely mirrored. This one here is called Cargo Door Left, and over on the other side, this one is called Cargo Door Right. So, and it is fully hinged. Both are fully animated. Rigged. I can tell you that while I don't have it ready to be viewed because I don't have the ramp itself rigged. Let me turn on the axis here. I can tell you that the ramps are pretty long because I have seen them. If I had to guess, they are... Let's see here. Let me see if I can kit bash this up really quick. This is going to be kind of messy. Sorry. Let's see here. Bear with me. Edit, mesh, axis, center, and we'll do down here. Oops, nope, this way. I would say if I had to guess, the ramp is somewhat like this long. It's pretty long that comes out of the side of the ship. Let me let's see here. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty big ramp. You know, it's like this. Oops, stand by. Bear with me, everyone. I am juggling some screens. Where did I lost a screen. Hold on a minute. Bear with me. Okay, so yes, the ramps are pretty big. They're about that long or so. They're pretty sizable ramps. I have seen them. Again, it's got like a drive upable spot and then like a personnel walkway. So they're pretty big ramps. All right, let's see here. Okay. Sorry, I may have missed that. So yes, the ramps are mirrored. You can do drive on, drive through. So Zarek says, "Do we manage to get up?" Answered that. Jason says, "What do you think the largest vehicle is that can clear the ramp ceiling?" So that's a good question. We could probably do some tests on that if you wanted. Let's go ahead and grab one of the biggest vehicles, right? Let's go ahead and grab the the Nova. Let's grab the Nova real quick. And again, I'm pausing for a second, everyone, while I grab models. Some of these models are just going to be grayscale as we pop them in here real quick. This is going to be a little down and dirty, but it should give us a sense if something will fit, right? Hopefully. Let's spin it around, negative 90 degrees. Okay, let's see here. And mainly what we're trying to do is just see if it's got clearance, right? I think the Nova is going to be very tough to get in there. You can see the ramp bottom is probably somewhere around here, right? And we're already sort of hitting the top thing. So I don't think a Nova is going to fit. But I think you're going to get Ursas and Cyclones in there pretty easily. But I don't think you're going to get Ballistas or Novas in there. At least it doesn't look like it. Okay, let's see here. Did you find the docking port? Let's see. Yes, I did find the docking port. I can show you all that real quick. What we're going to do to get the docking port is we're going to take off the canopy real quick to the Polaris. Let's see. Oh, Duran, thank you for that follow. We are going to, why can't I see, bear with me everybody, I'm not sure why I can't see my, okay, there it is. We're going to take the front canopy off so that we can sort of dive in there a little better. All right, we're going to go inside the ship. And we'll go back here to the docking collars. And they are here. So you see this one here, this piece? There's the starboard side. And over here, you can see the port side docking collar. If I go outside the ship, the docking collars are behind these doors. And if I move the door away, you can see there's one docking collar in there. That is on the starboard side. And if you go over to the port side, there is another docking door. Yeah, Eduardo, perspective does matter. It actually is pretty big. Here's a good sense. So this bridge here, right now you only see 3 seats in this bridge, and that is because 3 seats are all that are needed for the ship to fly during ILW with the fleet. The bridge does have 5 seats on it. It'll have a co-pilot seat over here next to this one. And then it has a center seat for the captain and 2 weapons officers engineering seats over on this side. So the bridge sits 5 people. So yeah, it is bigger than you think. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. What just happened? What just happened? I got too many windows up here. Eskimonian gifting 10 tier 1 subs. I appreciate that, Eskimonian. Thank you so much. You're sending the Kraken flying by a few times. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. That is absolutely legendary. This community is truly awesome. Thank you for doing that. Really appreciate it. How cool is that? We got a bunch of new subscribers all of a sudden. Thank you so much, Eskimonian. All right, got the Kraken flying. I like it. I like it. All right, let's go back to, thank you so much for that. That's epic. All right, so we're going to go in the ship here a little bit. You know, again, you can start to get the sense, though, that it's bigger than you think, right? This here, for example, is an elevator turret for a weapon, right? So there's a seat, right? And you can quite clearly see the size 9 torpedoes in there. Yes, they're size 9s. Those are temporary. Don't worry about it. You've got plenty of room in here for 2 to 3 decks. Now, does it mean the ship is as deep on the y-axis is the concept meshes used to kind of show it, or the concept model images. No, I think it is a bit shallower, but okay, let's see here. Did I miss a question? Bear with me. Info runners question: is the door part? Wait a second. Let me back up. Okay, we exited docking collar. John says, do you think they put size 9 torpedoes in it so they can show it shooting something? Yeah, that's all it is, John. This is all that data was pulled from the XML file. I actually think there's a couple of guns that are temporary. I really do. So I wouldn't read too much into that. I wouldn't get too concerned about that. Technocratic, hopefully I got that right. Thank you for following. I really appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that, John. Size 9 torps are just temporary. Let's see. VG says hydrogen scoops, big ones, appear to present forward port and stabilizer. What am I seeing? You're talking about these big bad boys up here? These are reverse thrusters. Or are you talking about these big intakes up here? I think they're just intakes. Well, I don't know how CIG wants to label that, but I know these are reverse thrusters here because it's literally called, like when I click on it, it's called Polaris Retro Thruster. Zorkine, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's literally called reverse thruster. Execute says, is the door part of the ramp? As it extends out, I saw it dragging it around, had flat part underneath. Yeah, so I don't have it rigged up, Execute, to actually animate it and look at it, but I can confirm that the door is sort of part of the ramp. One part of the door, it's multi-pieced, right? So the door is like a whole bunch of layers, so it must be kind of a complicated animation. But you know, like this piece folds up, you have this piece that slides out. I mean, there's a ton of pieces to this door, so I think it's a pretty complicated unfold animation. And then the ramp slides out. Well, it's actually the ramp is folded up into the door and then unfolds and slides out. So kind of a big mechanism, but the part of the door is part of the ramp, yes. Zarek says Centurion. No, I don't think it'll fit a Centurion just because of the length of the ramp and the grade. Yeah. Let's see here. What else? Question from Shimpasa. Do you prefer this new front canopy look, or do you prefer the old one where things were on each side of the canopy? So let's talk about that for a minute, right? So that was a big point of controversy for the Polaris's redesign, pretty much the only point of controversy, and that is these areas right here where they cut in for these missile tubes, right? Before, this used to be flush all the way with the canopy. At first, I hated it. I hated that they made this change, but it's grown on me because they've just done incredible work with this design of this ship. And the more I thought about it, I mean, think about that. How insane is it going to be sitting in this bridge when you've got these big missiles flying past the canopy and these big size 10 torps coming right out from under your feet? I mean, it's going to be pretty insane. So I think from just, again, they've done so much other good work with the ship. I was like, I'm going to ignore that. And to be honest with you, ever since I've seen it in person now, it's really grown on me, so I don't mind it anymore. I had a big post on Spectrum about that, offering up design idea changes, but I can admit when I'm wrong, and I feel wrong now. I actually really like where they've taken it. So Ben Curtis, if you're watching, which I doubt you are, you and your team have done a fantastic job on the reconcepting. Okay, let's see here. Zarek Masters says, Grim request, can you show us the hidden turrets? Yes, I can show you the hidden turrets. I'll do that in just a second. Citric says, is it a single-story bridge? Yes, single-story bridge, but pretty spacey bridge. Or pretty roomy. There's a lot of space to kind of walk around and stuff, so it's nice. From what I've seen, the bridge is really nice. Okay, moving down. And everyone, if I miss your... Okay, so real quick, what was that? Oh, the hidden guns. Let's look at the hidden guns. It's both starboard and port side. These are size 3 quad turrets that are hidden in here. So I'll move the door out of the way. This door will hinge and pivot out of the way, and when it does, you will see the hidden turret in here. If you're wondering what size, and this slides out on like a rail system, but if you're wondering what size they are, when I click on the guns, it says laser repeaters size 3. So this is a size 3 quad turret on both the port and starboard side of the ship, hidden behind these doors, and it looks like the hinge is on the top and bottom of the door, so I think they pivot open like that. Again, I don't have them rigged for that. Execute says, Graham, question, where do the torps come out and the docking collar looks like it's the smaller one? So it looks like it's the smaller one, Execute, but it will connect with those capital docking ports or docking collars at the stations, because if I open this up, you will be able to connect to those stations. They have like a little collar piece sometimes, like they do for the, what's that ship? Hull C, where it can connect to the slightly smaller openings. But again, it's a little bit hard to understand how big this door is. But yeah, it'll definitely connect to the docking collars. That much is for sure. And then you asked about the where the torpedoes come out of. They come out right up here. These are the torpedo covers. These are listed as torpedo hatch covers. If I move those down, you can see the torpedo tubes right there. So that's what the ship looks like with its torpedo hatch covers removed. Pretty damn big tubes, if you ask me. That's going to be a big torpedo. Actually, you know what? We can kind of test something if you all want. I'm going to grab a torpedo. Oops, no, not that one. Stand by here. We got to find the one that is not a reference file. Just a minute. No, not that. Bear with me. Are these all reference files? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, and sorry if I missed some questions, everyone. Bear with me. I'm going to take this down and I'm going to bring the size 9 torpedo up. I'm going to give you a little bit of a taste of something here. So I'm going to move this over. So you see this torpedo tube is actually able to accommodate a much thicker torpedo. Now these are size 9 torpedoes. Okay. So you see there's quite a bit of room in there. Torpedo tubes, at least on submarines, are pretty snug because it's a pressurized tube. I don't know if that's the way it works there, but I could see these torpedoes getting larger, right? So the way we can kind of test for that, and this is a really back of the napkin test here. I wouldn't read too much into this. I wouldn't go on some other Discord and say, look what Grim said now. I don't want to be embarrassed. So I have to scale these up another 42% for the torpedo to fit in there snugly. And if you're wanting to see the size difference between what that would look like between size 9, size 10, roughly, that's the torpedo size difference. Okay. If this is what a size 10 is, this does fit snugly into there. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Look at us. We are getting a little crazy up in here. Okay, put our tubes back on. I'm sure I missed some questions. I'm sorry, everyone. Zorkind asked the $1 million question, what can sit in the hangar bay? We're going to talk about that. We're going to go into kind of detail on that question here in just a minute. Let's see here. Star Jump Graham requests the hangar. What's the biggest ship that can fit X and Y since we don't have the Z axis yet? Zarek, we're going to talk about the hangar in just a minute. I have some specific thoughts on that. Bear with me, everyone. Why is this still playing? Sorry, bear with me, everybody. Okay. Oh, it's good turnout tonight. 144 over on YouTube. Amazing. Thank you, YouTube community. You are all legendary. Make sure to hit the old thumbs up. I appreciate it. Twitch, we got 78 watching. Wow. I think people like the Polaris. Let's see here. Okay, standing. Okay. Bear with me, everyone. I'm moving some windows around. Okay. Um, let's see here. No torpedo tubes. Okay, but let me catch back up where we were. Info or execute says, strangely, the missiles either side of the bridge is similar to the Scorpius. Damn it. Execute, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. That's a really good point. Yeah, they carried over that design aspect, didn't they? Pretty smart, I think, because the Scorpius and the Polaris are both new RSI ships, so I think that's a pretty cool idea. I didn't even think about that, but you're exactly right. They carried that over, 100%. Let's see here. You're here for me, Zarek. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so much. Also, everyone, don't forget to, if you go to predatormounts.com, you can use StarJump code, get 5% off or 10% off, 5% off. I forget how much off. But I will warn you, Predator Mounts, they a little bit of a pause right now. There's a lot of lead time in getting stuff. He's just really busy with orders. But you can also head over to Icon City, use StarJump code, get 10% off icon packs for Elgato Stream Decks. Really cool. Let's see here. Starjump Grim question: do those retro thrusters move? They look like they do. Not that I saw. Let me zoom in here. Not that I saw. I don't see any. I know these kind of look like hinges, but based on, I know you can't see it because it is slightly off screen. Actually, you know what? I just realized my screen's a little wonky here. Let me adjust that. Yeah, let me adjust this 1 second. Here. Gonna center us back up here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you can't see it, but when I'm looking into when I click on a piece of geometry and I scroll in its asset list, which is a lot. I mean, it's a lot. I can't tell you how many assets here. It's probably 1,000. It doesn't have any sort of rigging to it. It doesn't have any joints, any signs of rigging. So I would say pretty confidently that no, it does not move. Harabik says, question, do you think the air brakes will play a role in atmospheric flight when we get control surfaces? Yes, I do. And I think you bring up a great point, a great question. So I want to, and I want to kind of talk about that for a minute. So let's go back here. First, let's talk about the winglets, and these are these little wings. If anyone asks you, they are actually referred to as ailerons. They're referred to that in the files as well, and they do have a rotator joint here, right? So they can rotate. You see this little circle piece here, so they can rotate in. But more importantly, they have aileron fins, and those are animatable. They have those rigged up, so they have the ability to do this. Okay, kind of cool. In addition, the air brakes, which is what you specifically asked for, which are right up here. Sorry, I got to navigate this model. It's these big things. When I click on these are called air brakes. You can see they're heavily hinged with these big, strong hinges. Obviously, these air brakes fold down. The hinge is going to poke through, but you can see how they fold down flush with the ship. I'm assuming these air brakes come up when either you enter SCM mode from nav mode, so if you go into SCM mode, and or you do reverse thrusting of some kind. I always thought they looked really cool out. And the Perseus has these same air brakes, so I hope they allow you to keep these out, maybe for SCM mode. It'd be a shame if you only see them when you are reverse thrusting or something. Let's see here. Anything change about the length verdict? Finn asks on YouTube, anything change about the length verdict? Let's talk about the length real quick, and then we will get to the hangar, I promise. I know everyone had a lot of hangar questions. Okay, and we will get to that. That's just a whole other conversation. So the length. So this here, let's talk about what we're looking at. You're not just looking at a model of the Polaris. You're looking at the actual game mesh to scale. Now, how do we know it's scale? because of the way we export it from the game files. It's been our pipeline for exporting it has been meter accurate for every single ship in the game. So we did the same thing with the Polaris. So if it's not accurate, this is the first ship out of like 200 ships that is not accurate. Okay. So I'm going to switch our units here. I'm going to go to preferences. I'm going to go under units of measurement and I'm going to change it to meters. Okay. So we're on meters, which is how ships in Star Citizen are. Then I'm going to put down a cube. Okay. Here's our cube. See this cube. I'm actually going to make it something we can all see. Make it nice bright yellow. Okay, here's our cube. I'm going to make this cube 166 meters long. Okay, I'm literally typing it in, 166 meters long. There it is. That's 166 meters long. Okay, you see how that's damn near on the dot? Let me back it up a little bit. Okay, see we're flush with the end, right? And we are flush with this end. Okay, see that? So the ship is not 166 meters, it's 165.7 meters. Okay, so the ship is not 180 meters long. If the ship was 180 meters long, it would be not that much longer, actually. Let me show you. Because I know a lot of people are really upset that that when I said the ship is not 180 meters long. But look, if the ship was 180 meters long, it would just be as long as this one. That's 180 meters. This is 166 meters. Kind of crazy, right? The 180 is, VMXEO says rounding error. I think it's literally just the bounding box. And I think the bounding box is a little bigger than the ship because of ILW fly-through. They probably want to know when stuff enters or gets too close to the Polaris to sort of protect it for its fleet fly. I guarantee you it's something like that. I don't know for sure, but I that's what I'm speculating. But if you look here, 181 meters is not that much bigger than 166 meters. So you're not losing much. You know, I heard a lot of people say, oh, I really hope it's 180 meters. You're really not. You're not losing anything. You're not losing anything. But it's 166 meters. Okay, so does she have any animation when landing gears come down? It does have animation, but I don't have this. This model's not rigged. You can see where the landing gears are at, though. Here's the front landing gear under here, and the rear landing gears are back here. I can pull those down right now. They're housed right there. Okay. Do you have a 3D model of a human for scale to compare everything, including ship components, turrets, torps, tubes, etc.? I don't know if I have a human available to scale. Do I? I'm not VMXEO, okay? I don't have everything. Let's see here. Do I have a person? I don't know. It's a good question. Oh, yes, I do. Well, actually, I do, but I don't know if I have it to scale. I'll know pretty quickly. Okay, let me just grab our little dude here. Oh gosh, which one is it? No, that's not what I want. Okay, let's try this. Okay, boop. Let's see if this works here. I don't know if this character is to scale, by the way. I'll know pretty quick, though. No, he's not to scale. I don't even think he's there. Let me switch back over here. Why is that not there? Let's put all this in there. Kill that, grab this. Yes. Oops, there we go. I'm seeing the rig. Why am I not seeing our character? Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay. You want? You know what? I'll show him next to a torp tube. He's a little hard to move around though, but I'll show you next to a torpedo tube. So there you go. That is, let me hide rig. Sorry, I gotta tell. Okay, there we go. So there's our character. That's the character size of a torpedo tube. It's big. Yeah, it's big. Yeah. I think he's to scale. How big is he? You know what? We can quickly make sure he's to scale. So let's go to object. VM, XEO. How big are characters? 1.8 meters? I think it's 1.8. 1.8 meters tall. I think they're 1.8 meters tall. VM would know. He's smarter than me. Yes. Well, yeah, they're 1.8 meters tall. So roughly, this character's a little taller. That's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. So yeah, this character here is accurately scaled to the Polaris right there. Sorry, a little hard to navigate this big ship, so bear with me. He's little, but there he is. It's a big ship. Oops. Okay. Let's see. I know I missed some questions. I am sorry. Chat is scrolling right along, so apologies for that. We are going to get to the hangar here in just a second. I'll take another question or two. Zorkine says, could you place an 890 jump next to it to compare? I can, if I have an 890 jump ready to go, which I think I do. Where is the 890 jump? Do I have an 890 jump? Let's see here. Okay, we'll take this 890. I don't know if this 890 is to scale though, but we're about to find out because this is how we do it. Okay. Okay. Let's rotate it. Yeah, this 890 is to scale. Pretty sure it's to scale. Roughly, yeah, it's pretty rough. There you go. Oh, I need to move it up a little bit. There you go. 890 and Polaris next to each other. I'll go to a top down there. The Polaris is pretty wide though. I mean, it's something you got to remember. Okay. All right. Let's talk about the hangar, right? Let's talk about the hangar because I know that's a question for everybody. The hangar, there's some difficulty in kind of figuring that out, right? So while we know the hangar door dimensions, we're unsure of some other issues. Let's see here. By the way, I've got a dog on my lap right now. First time I've ever streamed with a puppy on my lap. So lay down. So obviously we do not have an interior in this ship, right? So I can grab all the parts of the door here. The door is made up of quite a few pieces. I think I've grabbed them all. Yeah. So I'm going to just move these up for a minute. Actually, you know what? I need to grab this piece, and this piece. Nope. It was, yeah, there we go. And I'll grab this piece and this piece. Okay. Okay, I'm going to Apple X, Apple V. Stand by, everyone. I have to do this a certain way. Do I think a pulse will fit on board? A whole bunch of them, yeah. Okay, so, oops, I killed part of the ship, and I didn't want to do that. Bear with me. Okay, what did I grab? I grabbed something wrong. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've removed the hangar door. Okay, but here's the issue. This is not super accurate because the way the hangars work, and we're gonna move over to a new window real quick here. So if let's say this is our hangar, right? Well, actually, you know what? We're going to make a box that's roughly to scale. Okay, so we're gonna do some 3D here. Bear with me. Bear with me here. Okay, so we're gonna make ourselves a cube. I know the hangar is not a cube, but just bear with me. Play along for a minute. Okay, so we're going to make our cube roughly the size of the hangar. Okay, we're just going to kind of back of the napkin this a little bit, right? Let's call it there, right? Okay, I'm going to grab this cube and I'm going to go into my project here. So let's okay, stand by. Okay, here's our cube. Okay, now let's make our cube tall. So right now, how tall do we want to make it? Does anyone want to make a guess, a meter guess? Like how many meters tall do you think it should be? Taking suggestions. 153 on YouTube and 87 on Twitch. You are all legendary. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Huge hangar. Zarek says 12 meters high. 12 meters high. Okay. Let's do 12 meters. Actually, let's go up. Let's do 16 meters high, okay? Which would be this, okay? And I do not think it's that high of a hangar. Just so everyone knows. Do we know the hangar sizes? I may have had that and I've lost it. If anyone can find the size of a small hangar, let me know and I'll plug those figures in. But that won't stop us from what we're about to go through here. So I'm going to delete the top thing here. So here's our cube, right? Let's say this is our hangar, right? We have our and you'll see where I'm getting to here in just a second. Okay, so here's our hangar box, right? This is where our ship lands. Okay, let's just say that's the case. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a little shorter just because I know for a fact it's not this big. Or at least I don't know for a fact. I assume. Let's say it's this big, okay? Okay, the problem with this, okay, Eskimonian says, I think it is actually 12 meters for the height, 24 by 32 by 12. Oh, okay, that's what I needed. Eskimonian, awesome. You just gave me the right dimensions. So we're going to plug that in, okay? So we're going to do 24 wide, 12 tall, and 32 long, okay? So let's assume that this is our hangar. Okay. We're going to delete the top box. Okay. Here we go. Look at us. Look at us doing some 3D here. Okay. So let's say this is our hangar, this area. This hangar, this assumes, so let's take this cube, let's go back over to our Polaris, and let's plug it in. Now, you see how this cube fits in there, but it actually looks like the door area is much bigger? I think I know why that is, and it has to do with how RSI ships are designed, okay? And the way they are designed, or at least this has been talked about by like Gavin Rothery and some other people, is they are, let's see here, Morbid Mind, thank you for that follow, I appreciate you, is RSI tends to have slanted walls, right? Walls that are at like a 40 degree, 35 degree angle. Eagle, Mike, thank you so much for those follows, really appreciate it. Actually, you know what? While we're doing this, let's switch over real quick. Let's remind everyone about the poster giveaway. If you are tuning in on Twitch, you can do exclamation ticket or exclamation tickets with an S, and you can be entered to win this Invictus Launch Week Polaris poster. I'll give it away tonight. If you are on YouTube, on the YouTube chat window, there is a link pinned to the top. That is a link to my Starjump Shipyard Crucible video. All you have to do is go to that video, leave a comment, and in that comment should be the word Invictus, okay? Put the word Invictus in your comment, and I will pull a random comment for the winner, okay? Okay, let's see here. Okay. That is our Polaris poster giveaway. For those that don't know, I do have my puppy sitting with me tonight. First time I'm attempting this. She is laid back down, comfortable. Okay, so let's get back into this. So while this hangar seems a little smaller than the actual door opening, you got to remember that CIG has those stylings for RSI that have the sloping walls, right? So what you can actually expect is something more like this, right? So the walls kind of go back. Front and back actually probably do this. If I had to guess, obviously this is just a cube. It's probably a little bit more refined than that, right? Right, this probably goes out a bit. You get where I'm going with this though. Right. So what's actually occurring is the hangar doors present a little bit of an inaccurate picture. So, and the reason why this is important, I'm going to go back to this. Let's say this is our hangar, right? The reason why it's important to remember this type of sloping, Strong's Gaming, thank you for that follow, appreciate that, is that if you go over to Fleet Viewer, which let's switch over to Fleet Viewer right now. Like if you go into Fleet Viewer and you say, hey, I want to see if a ship fits in the Polaris, right? So you go to Polaris, you put one of those down, and then you're like, oh, I want to see if the Cutlass red, the Cutlass black will fit in there, right? And you might go, okay, I'm going to go to select all, top down, and you go, hey, you know what? It looks like the Cuddy will fit in those doors, right? Oops, let me move this to back. You go, oh, it looks like the Cutlass will fit in there. It'll fit in the doors, but what's most likely occurring is the actual pad is smaller, if I had to guess, and you're going to have these sloping walls. We actually saw a little bit of this in the white box preview. Let's see here. Oops, sorry. Let's see. Sergeant Graham, I don't think Tickets works on Twitch, by the way, only singular. Is it not working? Is Tickets not working? Ravel, I'll look into that. I thought it was working. Either way, do exclamation ticket. You can only buy 2 tickets, I think, is the max. I think 2 or 5, something like that. Oh, you can do exclamation ticket max. Sorry, you can do exclamation ticket max. Thank you. Sorry about that. That's what it is. I always forget that. But so anyways, that's something to remember when thinking about the actual hangar size, okay? So just keep that in mind when thinking about ships fitting. So what you really have to do when you go back to what ships will fit, you need to look at those small hangar dimensions again, which are let's put those in. Those are 24 wide, 32 or 12 tall, and 32 long, right? If you take this box, any ship that will fit into this box will fit in the Polaris, most likely, right? And if I turn back on what's probably the shape of the Polaris hangar, you'll see that this box kind of nestles itself in there, right? So the walls the doors may present a bigger landing footprint, but the actual landing pad itself is going to be smaller, and you're going to want to make sure you land, have a ship that fits within there. Oh, am I on the wrong OBS scene? Sorry, thank you. Let me switch back to my main screen. Sorry about that. So what I was saying is this inner box here, is the one that is the actual standard size. Let me bring this down. Okay, so whatever ship you want to fit needs to fit within this inner box size, okay, which is 24 meters wide, 32 meters long, and then 12 meters high on the y-axis. Sorry like that. Yeah, sorry about the screen. I need like a full-on producer. Let's see. Good day, Graham. Do you reckon the Cuddy would clear the side entrance? No, I don't. I don't think it would. Not even close, to be honest with you. No, I don't think the Cuddy's getting in here. If you sell your ship with the box it came in, it sells for more. Very true. Very true. Any other Uh-oh, Jason, let's see who we got. End of scene, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Sending the javelin overhead. Any more questions? Actually, let me close some of these projects. We don't want Cinema 4D to get mad at me. Any more questions about the Polaris or anything anyone wants to see? Let me turn our hangar back on. Oops. Where was that? Where was the hangar? Here we go. Here we go. Why did I put this guy in there? I am messing up big time. Okay, so any more questions regarding the Polaris? I'm happy to answer if you need me to look at something. I got a few questions here. So the landing gear height will play a role in how big the landed ship is. Taller gear, bigger ship. Correct, yes. And I don't really know how to measure that right now, VG, because I don't have the landing gears rigged. So I can't measure the ship. Now, obviously, the landing gears are rigged. They do work. You saw them in the RSI hall. The ship is landed with its gears out. It's big, massive gears. I don't have the ability to do that right now. Does the Polaris have medical beds? Yes, it does. I think it has, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say it has 3. 2 tier 3s and 1 tier 2? Or is it 2 tier 2s and 1 tier 1? I can't remember. I think it's got 3 medical beds. Maybe 4. Any idea if the Terrapin would fit? Yeah, I think the Terrapin fits. You shouldn't have any problem landing the Terrapin. Does the Cuddy fit in that box? No, it does not, Zarek. Sorry, the Cuddy does not fit in the hangar. It's too tall. What ships could fit in that box? It's hard to know. I mean, it'd be hard to go through all the ships, and I don't have all the ships' metrics right up in front of me. One thing I want to do on Fleet Viewer eventually one day is put the landing pad sizes to scale. That way you can check if a ship fits. That's something I want to do. But it needs to be a ship that can land on a small landing pad. Again, 32 meters long, 24 meters wide, 12 meters tall. Fully default says Polaris versus Idris. Subjective, I guess I would say fully. I would say it's a subjective question. It's really going to determine what type of gameplay you want to do. I really do think of the Idris as a carrier, a combat carrier with a size 10 gun on it, yes. But that size 10 gun, there's going to be limitations with that. That size 10 gun is great at firing at fixed targets or ships that just for some reason aren't moving out of the way quick enough. But it's fixed, and you need to be a good shot and pre-plan ahead, go to long range. The Polaris is slated to be a lot more nimble. You got 28 size 10 torps. You can fire 4 at a time. So to me, the Polaris is a first strike ship. It's made to come in, hit first, hit hard, get out. That's the way I look at it. The Idris is more, in my opinion, coming in right after the Polaris, using its size 10 guns to cut a path if it needs to, launching fighters, doing all that kind of good stuff. Future Flash says, can an Eclipse fit inside? I don't know. We could check. Let me see here. Let me pull up. Bear with me. So, let's switch over real quick. So the Eclipse, I actually think you could land with its wings folded. You could land it sideways like this, and you could fit it in there quite comfortably. I think you could fit the Eclipse in quite comfortably. Have you gone over the size of the cargo room and doors leading in? Red Samurai. So we have a little bit. I can't really look at the cargo room because we don't have the interior of the ship, obviously. But the doors are pretty sizable. They're right down here. It's a little hard to fully open them up, but I can tell you that. Let me open this up here, and I'll kind of show you the entire door mechanism. I'm going to pull out the whole thing. So this is the entire door section. You can see it's a pretty big opening, but it's not like huge. You can't get like a Nova tank in there, but you're gonna get Ursas, Cyclones, all that kind of good stuff. You could probably fit some like snub ships up there. That won't be a problem. Let's see, Zork says, Grim, when you're done with the... Oh, we got another follow. Who followed? Lethius, thank you for that follow. Really appreciate you. When you're done with the Polaris, would love to see and get your opinion on the Galaxy. We might could look at the Galaxy. VG says, I meant the landing gear height of the ship in Hangar. Taller means it takes advantage of wider flare. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So in terms of if you're landing a ship inside the Polaris hangar and it has a really tall landing gear position, you could take advantage of those flaring walls. Yes, I would think that's the case. Yeah, I would think that's the case. Hermes says Polaris win. I think it's CitizenCon. I think it's a cool ship to announce flight ready at CitizenCon when you can get on stage and celebrate it. Execute says the largest ship is the Legionnaire in height and the Freelancer in length that will fit Starjump. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. I'm surprised the Freelancer can fit. I thought that would be a tad too long. Is it the Freelancer? Let's take a gander here. Because, well, you might be right. You might be right. You might be right for the door opening, but I don't know. The problem is those sloping walls. I'm going to switch back over. You know, the sloping walls. So the Freelancer will definitely fit inside the hangar doors, but if you're considering that the walls do slope down to a normal pad size, so you know if up here this darker area is your hangar door space, but the actual pad is smaller, that could present a problem. Again, we really can't answer that question until we see the interior of the ship. But it's a good point. I mean, it'd be really interesting if we could get bigger ships like that in there. Dan Gall says, are the turrets above still size 5? Let's take a look at the turrets real quick. I know that's a question a lot of people have. So I'll click on these. These are dual-mounted turrets up top. There's 2 of them, both dual mounts. These are labeled as size 4. The chin turret down here, I click on this. It is labeled as size 5. The hidden turrets inside both the port and starboard side are quad size 3s. The turret back here, the little missile launcher thing, is listed as Ignite size 2. So those are 12 Ignite size 2 missiles. And on the back under here, we have a quad size 3 remote turret. So that's what I'm showing. Oh, and then obviously up at the front, sorry, we have our size 10 torps, but we also have these missiles, which are 16 size 3 arrestor missiles. All right, let's see here. Let me move this back over. Bingo says, hoping an F8 will sit. Yes, a F8 will sit just fine. Bingo, I got your shirt in today. I got your Fleet Viewer shirt in today for Equinox. Let's see here. Execute says, actually, I was wrong there. Starjump, forgive me. Like sleep. Buddy, I'm right there with you. I did not sleep last night. It was rough. I'm on no sleep. I'm on no sleep. I see Ender say, mine will. Yes, Ender, you will have a permanent landing spot in my Polaris, buddy. You will have the XO room all day. No worries there. Now, one thing that was mentioned on the show floor plaque in the RSI showroom at Invictus Launch Week is Chibi Pilot, thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. One thing they did mention is that the Polaris still will have refuel, repair, rearm capabilities for the ship in the hangar. So that is still a thing. Papalos, thank you for that follow. Salute to you. So that's kind of exciting. We may launch they may be launching the Polaris with the ability to repair, rearm, refuel. One of the reasons that would be a big deal to me is that would really be one of the last hurdles to do something in terms of doing something like the Kraken. For the Kraken to work, you really need the ability to do the RRR on board, and you need the ability to control gravity for the flight deck. And you need to be able to have a system for tram inside the ship. They've already got that the tram system set up for the Bengal. Resource Management will allow us to control gravity room to room. And so, yeah, it's really one of the last blockers. Not that they're going to start the or the Kraken anytime soon, but one can hope. Let's see here. Let's see a question. Will the price go up Friday, and when will we get our hangars? AMD asked that. I don't know when we'll get the hangars. They did say it would be after Invictus, though, so don't expect your personal hangars for Invictus. I think Jake Acapella came out and said, or Xylo came out and said that they're not coming for Invictus. They'll be after Invictus. Do I think the price will increase? That is $1 million question. It'll definitely increase when it goes flight ready. I don't know if it'll increase for Invictus. They could go one of two ways. They could either raise the price a little bit for Invictus, maybe $50 or so. They could also announce that, hey, this is your last chance to get it at the current $750 price point. Then it's going to go up when it goes flight ready. They've done that for a few ships where they give us those warnings that it's going to go up in price. I hope they do that personally. I would love for them to kind of say, hey, you got one last chance to get the ship at the current price. I will be right back, everyone. The dog needs me for a minute. Be right back. Hang on, everybody. All right, everyone, I am back. I'm switching back to where we were. Okay, yes. Sorry, but I do think the price will go up. Very curious what people think. I think Execute, you're still in chat. I'd love to hear what, type down in there in chat what you think the price increase might go to. I think I'm honestly thinking 900 for flight ready. That's what I'm thinking. $900 for flight ready. Question: do you think that we might see some news about the Crucible this year? No, Dr. Reanimator, I don't. I do think, though, that after RSI, they will choose their next family manufacturers to work on, and I do think it'll either be MISC or Anvil. I think it's going to be one of those two. And if it is Anvil, I do think they'll proceed forward with the Crucible, or at least reconcepting it at the very least. Let's see here. Catching up. Execute says, we worked it out based on usual price increases, and it was 112 to 225 on percentage. Well, if I'm going to trust anyone on price increase estimates, I would go with the info runners. Obviously, you guys do great analysis on that stuff. So that would put, let's go on the high side, 225. So that would put the ship at 950. Or 975, something like that. I don't think they're going to eclipse $1,000 on it, but we'll see. Bingo is thinking 750 now, 850 on Friday, and 950 on flight ready. I think that's. I could see that happening. Again, I really hope they give everyone one last chance to nab it at the 750 personally. Any thoughts on the size 10 torpedoes efficacy? I'm not sure Polaris should kill Idris by 4 to 5 size 10s. I don't know if it will. I mean, it might when it first launches just because all the stuff isn't in the game. But I do think in the final vision of the game, the Idris is going to be able to be a bruiser. I think it's going to take a beating. And I think it's going to be hard to take down an Idris, even much harder than it is now, if I had to guess. Let's see here. The one thing, and I say this a lot, and this is just my opinion, but never buy a ship based on what you think it will do in game now, or you will time and time again be disappointed. In my opinion, that's one of the things we're the farthest from, is ships being fully featured enough to be accurately metriced, both in their lethality, their defensive capabilities, their maneuverability, their flight characteristics. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of content creators that do very in-depth flight analysis and DPS metrics and stuff, and combat metrics, how good a ship is in combat. Now, that's great. I personally wouldn't waste my time or days of my life right now with it, because it's just complete fairy dust. I mean, none of this is going to stick how it is. So yeah. Finn says Maelstrom will give the Idris capital armor. That's a great point. I mean, we don't even have Maelstrom yet, so we don't really know. Chibi Pilot says, so is the Polaris 181 meters or 166? This is something we answered earlier, Chibi. It's very much 166 meters long. We did that test by putting in a cube. And I can do that again real quick, because I know a lot of people have been interested in that very question. Let me put my axis back on. I'm going to raise this cube. Here is a cube. I'm going to type in size for this cube. I'm going to type in 166 meters long. And when I do that, you will see that the Polaris is essentially 100. You can see the ends of the cube right here and up here at the nose. So you can see that this ship is 166 meters long exactly. Now, if it was 181 meters, which it is not, but if it was, it wouldn't be that much longer, okay? It would only be about that much longer. This longer one here is 181 meters, and this one's 166 meters. So we're not losing a lot by this being 166 meters. The 181 meter metric is from an XML file in the game that's just telling us the bounding box size of the Polaris, just the bounding box, not the actual size of the ship. Okay, let's see here. Just take another question or two. Any thoughts on this, on why size 2 missile turrets were placed in such place? Isn't that more effective to place laser gun turret? You know, a little deep. It's hard to know. I'll be honest with you. I think we just got to get in there and test it and see how it performs in protecting the rear of the ship. So we're going to have all these missiles and the size 3 remote turret, the quad size 3. But then remember, if you're carrying a fighter in here, a combat fighter, especially like something like a Scorpius, that gives you that much more firepower to protect the rear of the ship. So it's something to think about. Okay, so real quick, we're going to do something now. Bear with me. Okay, we are going to, let me grab some windows, everyone. Let's go back to our, let's go back to this, okay? All right, now let me explain a few things. If you win a poster, you are going to, move this tab over. If you win a poster, you are going to do one of two things. If you're on Twitch, you are going to DM me through Twitch, or I will DM you. So definitely reply in chat. You will contact me through the DM, and I will get your mailing address and that information, and that's how you will get the poster. If you, oops, sorry. Let's see here. Okay, if you are on YouTube and you win a poster, you are going to join our Discord, and then when you join our Discord, you will contact me through Discord. I am going to put right now, there is the, will that populate? Let me see if it populates. Yes, there is the Discord link. I'm going to post that into YouTube. Please remember too that if you join our Discord, you will not be able to do anything on our channel until you accept the rules and follow some instructions there. So make sure you do that. Otherwise, you will not be able to. And that part is up to you. We can't walk you through that. We like to keep our server pretty locked down. Okay, so you will be responsible for getting a hold of me if you win. If you're on YouTube, you need to join our Discord with that link I just posted. I'll post that again here when I draw the winner. You need to go to the link that's pinned at the top of the YouTube chat. You need to leave a comment in that Crucible Shipyard video with the word Invictus in it. It has to have the word Invictus. And don't worry, it only pulls one comment per user, so leaving a bunch of comments with the word Invictus in it does not up your chances. If you're on Twitch, you just need to do exclamation ticket or exclamation ticket max. Okay, we're going to do the Twitch drawing first. Okay, I'm going to switch over to my, actually, you know what? I'm going to bring, bear with me. Thank you for that follow, Markov. I'm going to bring this over real quick here. This is our stream element poster giveaway. We got 51 entrants, 172 tickets purchased, and I am going to close the giveaway in 10 seconds. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, giveaway is closed. If you weren't able to get in on this giveaway, I'll be giving away one of these posters every time I stream during Invictus launch week, both this week, next week. So don't worry, there's going to be plenty of chances to win one. Okay, here we go. And if you missed the Twitch giveaway, there's still time to get over on the YouTube giveaway and do that. So again, you can go to, actually, let me bring that up. Bear with me, everyone. Bear with me. If you're on, if you're over on Twitch and you want to do it over on YouTube, you got to go to our, go over to the YouTube channel. We're live over there right now. There's a link to another one of our YouTube videos pinned at the top of the chat. Go there, leave a comment that has the word Invictus in it. Okay, we're going to do this giveaway. All right, I'm drawing a winner now. Woozy, are you there? Woozy, are you still in chat? Woozy, a message if you are in chat. Woozy, let me know if you are there. I'm pretty sure you are, but I want to get confirmation that you see it. Just type something in chat if you wouldn't mind. Let's see if Woozy messages here. Is Woozy there? We don't know. Do we need to draw another winner? Let's see here. Congrats, Woozy. Yes, I don't say Woozy. Is Woozy there? Is Woozy watching another stream right now? He probably is. Pull another is what I'm being told. Ender is telling me to pull another. And Ender is my primary admin on this channel. Damn it. So we are going to do that. Toy Maker, the Polaris is 166 meters long. 166 meters long. Confirmed. I measured it myself. Okay, we're gonna pull another winner. We're gonna pull another winner. Okay, here we go. Drawing another winner in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulling another winner. It is Hermes Conrad. Hermes, are you there? Chime in, Hermes, if you are there. I think Hermes is there. Let's see here. YouTube, you still have a chance to leave those comments. Hermes, are you there? Message me if you can, Hermes, so I can DM you. Let's see here. In order to DM you, I've got to see your message pop up. Hermes, yes. Thank you, citizen. Thank you. Thank you. People go to bed early. That's probably true. Oh man, is that two? He's showing up for me. He's showing up for me. Aramis, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there. Is that seriously strike 2? Okay. We're going to try again. We're going to try again. Here we go. We're drawing another winner. Drawing another winner. And 3, 2, 1. Boom. Owaskow. Hopefully I nailed that. Let's see here. Okay, let's see if he chimes in. Who just followed? Someone followed. Chief, thank you for that follow. Really appreciate it. Oh, there's Owasku. Thank you. Sorry, there it is. All right, Owasku, I am DMing you right now through Twitch. Okay, I just DM'd you. I'll just need your contact info through there. Congratulations, marking you as the winner of this one. Again, just DM me your information. I'll respond to you a little bit more when I get done streaming. But congratulations, just need your mailing info, and I'll send that out to you. Not a problem. Excited, congrats. I'm only giving these away during Invictus launch week, then I'm not giving any more away ever, so these will be rare. Okay, we're going to leave this. We're going to go to our next giveaway tool. We're going to go to Comment Picker here, and we are going to grab the video link here. So make sure that you have left your comment on the Crucible video with the word Invictus in it. Okay, Invictus. Okay, looks like we have people who've left comments that say Invictus in them. Hopefully a couple of you less compliments too. We'll see. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to paste the link in here and fetch that video. We're going to set a filter for keyword, and that keyword is going to be Invictus. Okay, and then it'll pull all the comments. It's doing that now. Stand by. Loaded 44 comments. We're going to pick a winner now. Remember, if you are on YouTube, you have to go to our you have to join our Discord, and as Ender says, you have to follow the rule, accept the rules, accept our terms and conditions on our Discord to be entered into our Discord. Then you will be able to DM me or find me in a channel, okay? And I will connect with you and get your information, okay? All right, here we go. Yes, it could be capital or lowercase, doesn't matter, Future Flash, it pulls them all. I don't do the case sensitive stuff, so. But yes, if you win on YouTube, I need to be able to verify it's you, so you need to contact me through Discord. So just a heads up there. And you have to make sure you follow the rules, accept the rules, all that good stuff, okay? Let's see here. So make sure you do that. Okay, let's go back to it here. Also, everyone, before I pick a winner, do not forget to go to Ender's Tiltify link right there. Donate to his St. Jude Play Live month of May stuff. He's raising absolutely tremendous amount of money for St. Jude's sick kids that are, you know, actually stand by, Ender. I'm going to. Oh, it's good. Sorry, everyone. Bear with me. Raising an absolutely crazy amount of money for charity, doing some really good work over there. So make sure you go over there, give a little, give a lot, do whatever you can. It would be really appreciated. That money does not come to us. It goes directly to St. Jude. So big shout out to Star Jump Ender. Here we go. We're picking a winner. I don't know if I can either, Ender. Can I? If I can, I don't know how. All right, here we go. We're picking a winner for the YouTube. Good luck, everyone. Good luck. Lil Deep, it's that Donate Tiltify link that Starjump Ender just posted above. That is the link. I will post it again down here. It's this link right here. That's the link we're using to raise money for St. Jude. Okay, here we go. We are picking a winner. Makov. Oh, it's Makov. Makov asked a question earlier. Congrats. Makov, all you need to do is contact me through Discord, okay? And you just need to join our Discord, which is very easy to do. We have a Discord invite link, which I can grab for you now. I'm not sure if it pastes over to the YouTube or not. I'll paste it now. All you got to do is go there and join our Discord. We do have some very strict rules on our Discord channel. We do expect everyone to follow them. We do police the Discord pretty heavily. So make sure you accept the rules, as Ender always says, and we would be glad to have you. We have very lively discussions over there. All the conversations you see us having right now, we have over on our Discords. And Makov is here, for sure is here. So I'll let him contact me through Discord. Again, if you really want one of these posters and you were not able to get one, don't worry too much about it. I'm going to be giving away one of these every time I stream during ILW. I want to do a Star Jump Station episode this week with my good buddy Star Jump Ender in chat, and possibly VMXEO. Maybe even Starlet will come on board. I don't know, but do just kind of an opening day kind of talk about Invictus launch week and all the stuff happening with it. So there we go. There's Makov. Yep, Makov, I see you. Makov, you won the giveaway. You won the giveaway, buddy. All you need to do is contact me through Discord, okay? You need to join our Discord, accept the rules, DM me through there, or friend request me on Discord, starjump_Grem, and we will work out your poster, okay? There we go, everyone. I hope you have a great night. We are going to, real quick, as we always do, we're going to look at who's on Twitch, see who's on there, and you know what? We are going to bear with me. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Hold on a minute. I'm seeing who is out there. Just a minute. Okay, I think I know who we're going to hit up. We're going to hit up. Bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, we're going to send you over to. We're going to raid Chief. I am not sure, Chief. I definitely will be this weekend. It's possible. It's possible though. Okay, we are going to raid Dark Hour 717. That's who we're going to raid tonight. Everyone, I hope you have a lovely night. It was a lot of fun talking with you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for visiting the Tiltify link. Again, if you're interested in one of those posters, just keep looking out for my streams all through Invictus launch week, and we'll have a lot of fun. We'll give away quite a few more posters. There'll be definitely more chances to win. If you're in Columbus on June 1st, I will be hosting a Star Jump booth at Equinox. You can go to Equinox and buy tickets for that event. One of the biggest Star Citizen fan-made events in the United States. You don't want to miss it. Really cool. CIG will be there, I'm pretty sure. How big is the poster? It is 36 by 24. All right, so let's raid. Everyone have a great night. Salute to you. Thanks for hanging out with me. Had a lot of fun, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good week.